2 Weather Authority forecast with meteorologist John Mayer.
Looking for winter weather? Well, the Guadalupe Mountains National Park has you covered. They had their first snowfall of the season yesterday.
Although it was minimal and it did not stick on the lower elevations, they had a small amount of snowfall throughout the park, and that is a beautiful picture.
Gorgeous. Bring it here.
Yeah, I know.
We all want to see it. Or just me, maybe.
We do. You got a chance to visit home a little bit, which is up north, and you said it was a little cooler here than there.
I go up to Ohio, and we get snow almost in our backyard, and yet there it was kind of warm. That makes a lot of sense. Wow. But hey, now that it's December, it's about time. We're going to start to see those changes coming our way. It's the first official day of meteorological winter. December 1st is when we change that calendar on the season, at least in terms of weather. But you know what? That snow that we saw, not quite here just yet. We did have a little bit of it making its way a bit closer to southeastern New Mexico, but still not quite moving into the viewing area, just outside. But with those lows falling and, well, our highs falling too, there's a chance that we'll be looking at some more freezing weather and a chance that we could even see a little bit more of that mixed precipitation, even some snowfall heading our way by this weekend. So let's start to break that down. For now, what we're looking at is a little bit of cloud cover moving in from the west. It's a sign of things to come because we're about to see a lot more clouds, a lot more moisture, and, well, a chance for a good deal of rain coming our way. We've got some low pressure to the north, low pressure to the south. This is going to start to sweep in a lot of moisture up from the Gulf, and once that happens, that's just the recipe to see some widespread rainfall, and a lot of it for, well, a good long while. This is going to stick with us for a couple of days once we make our way into Friday. So now it's just playing the waiting game, hour by hour forecast showing those lows starting to maneuver for us, and then once we start to get that moisture in, here comes the rain, and it's going to spread all across the state. By the time we get into tomorrow afternoon, that's when we can expect some of that rain to start here in West Texas, and then just continue to stick with us day after day out there. As this begins to transition into a stationary front, that means we're going to see the same thing just sitting in place day after day, churning more of that rainfall into our forecast, and this continues to spread. We get some really heavy rain into the eastern part of the state, out around Houston, towards Dallas, seeing some of that heavier rainfall as well, and we continue to deal with more of those showers throughout the course of the day, Friday into Saturday, especially Saturday and Sunday. That's when we're going to see more of that rainfall in store for us. But look at that. We get a little bit of that blue purplish color starting to creep in. That's where you start to see some of that mixed precipitation chances. That means a little bit of rain mixed with a little bit of snow, a little bit of sleet, really some of everything out there. And that is a chance to see some of that into the Guadalupe Mountains. Also, the Davis Mountains get a chance for a little bit of that mixed precipitation over the course of this weekend with more of those falling lows and plenty of moisture in the air. We get a chance to see our first real shot of winter weather here in West Texas. But today, not so much. We were in the mid-60s. We're above average. This is about as far as you can get from winter out there. Hit 65 degrees this afternoon, and yet now it's just a matter of time before we start to see those big changes. Yet, well, with those warmer temperatures, I guess the trees decided to pitch in a little bit too. We actually have a bit of an issue with tree pollen creeping up just a little bit out there today. Mold spores still an issue. TexanAllergy.com for the latest on that. And, well, with some stronger winds, that's not going to help those pollen counts either. Just continuing to keep that in the air. And we're starting to see some of those gustier winds out to the west, up to 20 miles per hour this afternoon in the Guadalupe Mountains. And we do have one alert out there. We've got a high wind watch in effect for Culberson County again into the mountains. And this isn't quite in our viewing area, just off to the north, but, well, that's a winter storm watch into southeastern New Mexico. And so we're starting to see that chance for a little bit of that winter weather heading our way before long. Now, the big story is going to be those falling temperatures over the next couple of days combined with that moisture. But check this out. Tonight we see a chance for those lows dropping down into the 30s, into the Trans-Pecos and especially the Davis Mountains. That's where we start to get a little bit of that chill heading our way. Tomorrow dropping down into the 50s. Not a major change just yet, but then we get into the weekend, and that's when we see 40s, coldest temperatures we've had so far this year, all the way down to 47 degrees on Saturday, 48 on Sunday, keeping with those rain chances Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and some much colder air, especially by next week. Check that out. Wednesday into Thursday, lows dropping down into the 20s. Definitely going to have a good chance for freezing temperatures over the next few days, but especially by the time we get into next week, December, here we go.
60% chance 2 days ago, 80% chance yesterday, 100% chance.
We're going to see at least a little bit of rain out there. Let's be honest. It's going to be a wet couple of days ahead. Yeah, definitely going to be looking at that rainfall in the forecast.
Here we go.
Yeah. Is this something we're waking up to, or?
This is something you're going to fall asleep to, you're going to wake up to, you're going to go out to the store to. It's going to be there for a while.
Okay. It's going to linger. Thanks, John.